It's Peggy from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie. She's got a little bit of a Christmas bow, a red and white stripe, because we are going to look at our new holiday catalog today. I can't show you the inside, but I've gotten quite a few items in my pre-order and I want to show them all to you, and I've been making cards like crazy, and I've got some to show you. So let me first just check over here on my computer and make sure we're live over here. So there we go. Okay, it looks like we are live. Good. So welcome. I hope you're having a nice midweek Wednesday. It's nice and warm here in San Diego. It's not overly warm, it's just nice. And so we're having kind of a nice early summer day. And Ellie got brushed, and her little whiskers down here are getting kind of long. That's how they have them in the show dogs. And I'm trying to let them grow long, so we'll see how long they grow. New catalog. It's always so much fun. Now I have a bunch of catalogs that I want to send to you. So if you need one, if you're not my regular customer, then just comment below, email me at Peggy@PrettyPaperCards.com, whatever you need to get a message to me, and I will send you a new mini catalog and the Celebration catalog. So we're gonna, I've got a lot of them to send out, and it's free. So I'd love to hear from you and send you a catalog. So let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and put Ellie down because we have so much to look at today. I don't want to take any more time doing anything except showing you what I've got here. So I'm gonna turn this up just a hair. Let's see. Okay, and now let's get my desk in the picture here. And the first thing I want to talk about today is our Designer Series paper sale from Stampin' Up! For the month of July. All through July there are 9 beautiful, and I'm talking about beautiful, Designer Series paper that are on sale for 15% off. Some of my favorites. I mean, I love them all, but the Euro Peach is one of my all-time favorites, and so I get that. Hand Penned is another big favorite. Pansy Petals, they're all beautiful. You're ready to make a Christmas card in advance. Tidings of Christmas down here is another good one. In Good Taste is a big package of wonderful background papers. They're all gorgeous. So get your paper while it's on sale. All right, here is the mini catalog. There it is. Now I can't open it until August 3rd when it goes live for customers, but I can show you the cover. And oh boy, is it fun. I love it. And I'm going to show you some of the things on the inside today. There's also, I mentioned, the Celebration catalog. Now, we normally just have one celebration per year in January and February, but this year they've added a second one in August and September, which means for every $50 you order from this mini catalog or from our annual catalog, you will get a free gift, your choice, from this Celebration catalog, and the gifts are beautiful. So I'm going to show you some of the things in this catalog today. So since I can't open any of this to show you, I'm going to show you the real thing, which is better anyway, right? So let's get started. The first thing I have to show you here is what I gave you a little preview of. It's the Gingerbread and Peppermint Sweet, it's called. And it comes with a bundle called Frosted Gingerbread. Now first let's take a look at the card I made from Frosted Gingerbread. Here it is. And it just shows off a lot of the goodies that are in this suite, and they are beautiful. The paper, the Frosted Gingerbread paper. I'm going to try to pull some of these things out while we're on that suite. So here is the Frosted Gingerbread paper. Now it is gorgeous. Look at these pretty colors, patterns. Look at that gingerbread swirl. Trees and ornaments and plaids. Beautiful, beautiful. But the neatest thing is that the ornaments in the paper you can cut out with the dies. So here are the dies, the gingerbread dies. And for example, here's a star on the gingerbread paper. I think it's called gingerbread and peppermint paper. It comes in a 6x6. So here is a star over on your die set. Now, there is your star that matches perfectly with your paper. So you can use that to cut out your star. You could cut out a plain star from any other color like blue. But you can also, and I haven't even had a chance to try this, cut a star with that beautiful filigree on the inside. So it's super, super versatile. The same with all these ornaments. They are in the paper and you can cut them out. And here's my card to show you. So for this card, I cut out the star and the bell and this different star, all cut out from the dies. Now, this is another die right here. This long kind of border die. I don't know if you can see it. So I wanted to see what it looked like. And here it is on this card. It's really, really pretty. Very pretty. So I tried that. I cut that out of some of the designer series paper. The stamp set itself has some really nice sentiments. You're the icing to my gingerbread, wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and sending you peppermint kisses. There's a lot of peppermint in this suite. Obviously, it's called gingerbread and peppermint, and the peppermint stamps are so, so cute. Look at that. I just put little peppermint candies all around, put them on the inside of the card. This peppermint I cut out from the paper, from the designer series paper, and I layered that sentiment, sending you peppermint kisses. I did a second stamp of using, I think it's Old Olive, and then I layered that and put it up on dimensionals. You'll be seeing these cards on my blog, but you're the ones who are getting the first peek at them, aside from my team. The other night, I did a Zoom for my team and showed them all this beautiful stuff. So this is one part of the frosted gingerbread. This is the bundle and the paper, but here is the other part of the gingerbread and peppermint suite, and that is a pretty pillow box die. It is very, very cute. And here's the pillow box. It makes a tiny pillow box, just tiny. It's maybe 2 by 3, maybe. It's super cute. Now I'm going to take this off so that you can see. It opens up, and there you can put, you could put, peppermints would be great. You could fit about 5, 6 peppermints in there. I was thinking earrings, a ring, let's think big, right? And in order to do this little flap, I wanted to show you. So this big die right here is the one that cuts the box itself. And this is the lid part right here that flips over the top. So if you want to put the pattern in the little flap that flips over, you just insert this die right there when you're cutting, and it'll cut those holes. And it has, I haven't even, used some of the other things. Like it has, this has 2 holes that you could probably fit ribbon, I'm thinking. This is a nice label die that you could use. Here's a cute tag. I haven't had a chance to use that. Another label die, and these cute poinsettias. So this is a really, really neat suite. It's called the Gingerbread and Peppermint Suite. It comes with the bundle, the pretty pillow box dies, the paper, and this ribbon is part of it. I'm going to show you this ribbon right here. It's really pretty. It's like one we've had in the past. It's a ruffled ribbon, and this is real red. I really, really like it. So that is your peppermint and gingerbread sweet. And I'm going to be setting things next to me on the floor, if you don't mind, just to get them off my desk. Okay, the next thing I want to show you, the next set is, it's actually two sets, and it involves a cloche. Do you know what a cloche is? It's this bell, like a glass bell or a ceramic bell, that goes over a plate, maybe or not. And I think it was used in the olden days to protect sweets or different things, maybe from flies, I don't know, to protect things. A gift card, yes, Pam, sorry, I wasn't looking at the comments. A gift card would definitely fit in that little pillow box. Hi, Allison. Good to see you too. Now I'm seeing my comments. So this is a cloche, and there are two sets that have a cloche in this catalog, and I don't know why, I just really like it. I have a mini one that I have to pull out that someone gave me. This set I really like. This is just a plain stamp set. Ellie, don't play with the ribbon. And what I like about this is it has this pretty plate that the cloche sits on. I love the cupcake. This is a little, I don't know if, it doesn't actually fit over the cloche, but it kind of looks like a cloche cover, like a little cloth cover that would go on it, but it doesn't fit. So I'm using it like a different size cloche. An apple pie or cherry or something, and a candied apple. And so this is the card I made using that set. And I just love it. Personally, I just think it's really, hey Ray, good to see you. I really like, I like baking, and I like the idea, like especially for a birthday or for giving, this says a tasty treat for someone sweet. That doesn't have to be a Christmas card at all. I did use Christmas papers and stuff. But isn't that just cute? I put that little mini fabric cloche over there, or cloche cover or whatever. And then I put the cupcake, and I'll show you more of the papers later. It doesn't have papers that match, but these are from another set. And then I also went ahead and just cut this out and colored it with some Stampin' Blend so that you can see. This is the plate, and this is the little pie. And I just fussy cut that. And then I cut another one of the little mini cloche with the bell. It's quite Christmassy because, excuse me, it's not a bell, it's holly. Okay, if that wasn't cute enough, then there is another stamp set with the die set. It's a bundle. Hi, Patricia. Plum pudding. Okay, excellent. I need you guys to help me with this. Plum pudding. So this is the other cloche set. It's called Classic Cloche. And it has, again, a cloche. Look, it has a little knob for the top of the cloche. Then it has little towns that fit in with houses and churches. And it's kind of a two-step deal where, I'm not sure because I haven't used it, but I can tell that this one here would color, you know, you would stamp this first a two-step and then put that on there, and it would color in the little houses. It has birds that can go in the cloche, cute little birds, and this would be another step where this would be the coloring for the birds. This right here, I am not 100% sure. Oh, it must go on here and color these little things in. I actually haven't used this set, but what I have used is the cloche dies that come with it. And I love them. So this is your cloche, and I don't know, you know what? I fussy cut for my card. I did not use the dies. Yeah, that was a mistake. But I'm anxious to start playing with all the things. It has a big cloche, a small cloche, the plate, trees, the birds. I just love it. I don't know, I think it's maybe one that people are either gonna like or not like, but I like it. And I had fun already making my first card, so you're gonna be seeing quite a few more of those. Anthony, yes, so many wonderful sets. They are wonderful. Hi, Diane. You like the sentiments in the Classic Cloche. I do too. I do too. Okay, so the next set is another suite, and this is the Whimsy and Wonder, I think, suite. And Okay, this actually is my favorite in the whole catalog. It really is. And here's the card I made for it, using the different some of the different items. The thing I like about this, here's the stamp set, Whimsical Trees, and the thing I really like about this is the trees are not your standard trees. They're kind of like little modern trees, and they have well, the dies, the coordinating dies, Christmas tree dies. Do you believe this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 trees really, and these 2 are tree decorations. I mean, where can you get a die set with 4 different trees? And then this is the garland that goes on, and I don't know for sure about this. I guess I'm thinking snow. I don't know, maybe some of the rest of you know. Then there are these ornaments that hang down, and you have a die that fits those ornaments, so you can stamp them and cut them out. This little tree I think is super cute, and I put that actually on the envelope. Look at that little tree stamp. Is that not, you know, it brings a smile. It's not a heavy Christmas card. It's just a light, whimsical. Here it is. Here is that little tree on the inside of the card, and it has the matching die. Now you might be seeing some other things here, and I'm going to show you. One of them is, let's start with the snowflakes. I used a snowflake back in here. Now these are called Wonderful Snowflakes, but they're iridescent, and that's why I want to take them out and really show you. They're separated by a tissue, so they're delicate. I just glued them on with little tiny dots of glue. But maybe if I turn them, yeah, you can see there how iridescent they are. Isn't that darling? I think we're going to love these and use them a lot because they make a beautiful background for almost anything that you're doing at Christmas. Now the other thing I used here is the new Merry Melody embossing folder. It's a little bit hard to see in the catalog, but it actually is all notes, clefs or steps. You know, I am terrible. I took piano and I sang and I forget all the terms, but it's, anyway, I used it here on this polished pink paper. And I don't know if you can see it really well. There are the musical notes. And what I did is after I did the embossing, the dry embossing, I went over it with one of our stamp pads that's the white stamp pad. I turned the stamp pad upside down and just lightly tapped, so it made those notes and everything raised. They look a little more raised up. And I love this set. I really do. Whimsy, I think it's called Whimsy and Wonder. And not to mention that it has pink in it. Now, let me show you the beautiful paper. The paper for this set is out of this world. And these are the colors used in the suite. Look at that, holly on ornaments. Is that not beautiful? And let's turn it over. So here's a blue, kind of a midnight looking blue. This is where I got the silver stripe paper that you saw before. This is a specialty paper, so it's a little bit more. It's $15 in the US because it has silver on one side of each sheet. And here a green, like white snow on a green background. Here is a green with a few polished pink little dots. I think that's the holly. And I really like this one. Look at all those gifts, and they're all their ribbons are silver and tinged with silver. Then here's the paper I used to cut out with the dies for my card. The dies fit these trees, and you just cut out to your heart's content. And it's really nice. Here's the back of that. I really like this too. The color in here, the colors are polished pink and mint macaron, which I really like. Let's see what else we've got. This is another one. This is the back side of this one. Isn't that pretty? And you know what? This swirly thing there is right here in your stamp set. Look at that. I think it's very well done. Very, very well done. And then this is the last one. A pretty snowflake, silver snowflake front, and a really bright back. This is another paper that I'll show you in a minute. So that is your Whimsy and Wonder bundle. Very super cute. Okay, now this has been really fun. Here's the card I made using quite a few fall things, and it really came out beautiful. I really love it. The Whimsy and Wonder set should be renamed to the Peggy Noe Suite. I know, Anthony, it's true. I do love it. So this is, it's using quite a few things, and I'm going to show you what they are, but it's got gold in it. It's just beautiful. Now, in the catalog is a stamp set and a suite with Blackberry Bliss, and using gold, Blackberry Bliss, and cinnamon cider. The paper, I'm not crazy about this stamp set. I didn't feel like I desperately needed it, so I didn't get it this time. But it comes with an ephemera pack. Do you all know what ephemera means? It's little pieces, parts, little doodads. It can be buttons, it can be gems and jewels, it can be die cut pieces, fabric, ribbons, bits. It's little bits, I think, is how I would describe ephemera. So here is the ephemera pack, and I'm sorry, I'm not remembering the name of the suite with the blackberry in it, but I did get this ephemera pack because I like all these little, the pre-die cut and colored. And here is some more with the cinnamon cider and the Blackberry Bliss. You get 2 sheets of each, but the one I've used the most is this one right here, because this is the one with different frames and labels that you punch out. And so for my card, I used this frame. I went ahead and punched that out, and then here are the labels that were on the inside of it. And so you can punch those out. But it has the beautiful colors all together. Anyway, really like that. So you can see how I used it here. I put the frame right up here on dimensionals, and I used one of the gold border label dies, or pre-cut from the ephemera pack right there. Now, more things. Okay, the stamp set I used here is called Pretty Pumpkins. It's a bundle. Yes, that rich color scheme, Anthony, I totally agree. So Pretty Pumpkins. I just got it because I needed some pumpkins. I thought it would be good for this time of year, but I have been, or for the fall, but I have been absolutely blown away by all that it does. Here are the dies. I got so many dies I even ran out of my magnetic boards. I have to order more. Oh my goodness. Okay, so look at these dies. You get 3 pumpkin dies, and this is one, and I use this on my card. Isn't that beautiful? All that filigree work on the inside of the pumpkin. Then there's this pumpkin, 2 here, but this one doesn't match one of the stamp sets or anything. It's just its own with these slits on the pumpkin. And then this one matches the pumpkin on the stamp set. So let me show you. Here is that bigger filigree type pumpkin, the tall one. Then here's the one with the slits. And what I did is behind it, I put a piece of gold foil so that, because there, you can see the gold a little bit there. Because otherwise you look through and you see all that's under it, and I didn't want people to see that, and I wanted to add a bit of gold. Isn't that beautiful? So let's look back at the stamp set. And this is the other pumpkin that the large frame pumpkin die works for. And then there is a die for this triple pumpkin set and for this, for both of these little pumpkin leaves, like pumpkin patch. And some very nice sentiments. Now, you might have noticed these beautiful gold leaves on my card. And here they are. They're called gold holly leaves. But these are not any gold holly leaves. These are spectacular. They're very delicate. Can you see how small they are? You see how tiny those are? But I want to hold it up because on the front, it's very I'm hoping you can see that. Can you see how it's really embossed with there you can see it, the veins of the leaves on each one of these. I am crazy about these leaves. And so I went ahead and put 2 on this pumpkin and 1 on this little guy. That one keeps trying to come off. Now, do you see those beautiful beads? Okay, there's more, there's more. Brushed metallic adhesive back dots. Oh my goodness, these are so gorgeous. They look to me like gold, copper, and I don't know, it's not silver, brushed gold, brushed copper, and almost pewter. But they are beautiful, and that's why I used the brushed copper here, and then I used 3, I got carried away, I used 3 brushed gold ones over there. And there's still more. Okay, this does not, some of these things do not go with this. This is just the bundle, and I've added all these other things when playing around. But there's also another new embossing folder that I got, and it's called Time Worn Type. It's very hard to see in the catalog, so I wanted to check out what it was. And it's basically some typing, but it's been like worn, and so there are empty spaces, a little hard to see. Well, here it is on crumb cake. It is kind of hard to see. You could use it as a good background, which is what I did here with the Blackberry Bliss paper. Can you see it in there? Can you see? Maybe you can see. But anyway, this has been embossed with that Time Worn Type. But what I wanted to do, what I thought would be pretty to highlight the kind of time-worn areas, I put some of the gold, the gold leafing where you put your glue on and then you press the leaves in there and it stays. So I'm going to be using this on another card coming up soon. So that's the gold leafing. And this would be beautiful on the Blackberry Bliss paper. Hey Patricia, yes, it would be gorgeous. This fall card is beautiful. So those are a lot of gorgeous fall things. And again, I'll be posting, I'll be giving a day to each one of these cards and suites. Maybe not right away, but anyway, I had to go ahead and make stuff because I was too excited. Okay, now we're going to go on to, I've only got a couple more. This is the stamp set called Sparkle of the Season. And the reason I liked it is because it comes with these circular wreaths. Excuse me. So this is the stamp, and it goes for all the different occasions, you know, Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, great leaves. But here's what I loved the most is this die set, Seasonal Swirl Dies. There are 3 different wreath dies, and I think it, oh, and then there's the second page I forgot. It's got so many dies. Let me see how many total. 15 dies. So I'm going to put the wreaths out here so you can maybe see them a little more clearly. So this is one with stars, and it's kind of a slender, it's, you know, it's nice. This is a very leafy one, like with evergreen leaves. And I really like that one. And then here's one that is like I think it's like a wreath with branches, but then with some leaves poking out, maybe even ivy, or I don't know if it's holly or what. But so you get these 3 wreath dies, plus all these other cute little things, like for Halloween you have a bat, and you have more leaves, and you have a little baby pumpkin, and you know, lots of fun. But I love those wreaths. So here's what I did. I made a note card, and I stamped, you can barely see it, but I stamped the stamp wreath in soft succulent, and then I put on the white, I made a white wreath with the one with stars, the first one I showed you, and I colored the stars with my Stampin' Blends right in there. That's the white wreath. And then out of Pale Papaya, I did the 3rd wreath I showed you that looked like twigs with just little leaves. And stars are, so they have these stamps where you get 3 stars, 3 bats, 3 leaves, 3 snowflakes, plus a pine cone. So I took, because I was focusing on stars, Oh, thanks, Patricia, for sharing. I added stars all over. The sentiment I used, I really like from the set. It just says grateful. And pop that out there. And then I use some stars on the inside and stars on the envelope. But when the flowers come from the Butterfly Wings die set, I had to find some flowers that were little and looked the way I wanted them to. And then those jewels in there, or those dots, matte decorative dots. These are new also. Matte decorative dots. And so it's a darker green. They kind of vary in their shading. Lighter green, yellow, yellow orange, and reddish. And I think we're going to love these. So I used those matte dots I used in the center of the little flowers. They are, I knew, wreaths need a focal point. And so I thank you for noticing that, Patricia. So all that to say, I am loving this set more than I thought I would. And I've said this before, but I want to say it again. These die sets are out of control. Just even if you get one, there is so much you can do with it. Okay, papers. Let's go through the papers. We've already looked at a few. This is a paper from the Celebration, so you can get papers from Celebration. And this one is, let me see here. This goes with hand penned, and it's called Beautifully Penned. And what it is black and white paper, and it's very similar. It's kind of like they took the hand penned and did it in shades of black and white. Very beautiful. So you can get that as a free gift when you order $50 during Celebration, which starts August 3rd for customers. The one paper set I haven't shown you is Painted Christmas. And this has also, it's a suite, and it has a stamp set and a die set with it. And it's a very pretty one. I couldn't get everything out of the catalog, so I chose some certain things, and I will be having a paper share. So if you're interested in my paper share, let me know. I'll be advertising it in a week or so. I think that is a really pretty one. They're painted, beautiful. I think, based on what Stampin' Up! Has done in the past, I think actually an artist has painted this and then they have recreated it. Pine cones. I used this on one of my first cards. I love that soft seafoam look. I like that. There's some pink, which I do like. Yes, I think having a second Celebration is a great idea. This is a really pretty one here, and that's it. So that is your painted Christmas. And let's see, what else did I not show you? I still have a couple stamp sets to go. This is the gold vellum. It doesn't show up too well when it's not on white, but you get 2 sheets. It's beautiful, but the one that is just bowling over, and I can't wait to use it, is cork. Cork paper. Again, you get 2 sheets in a set, but can you see that? I believe it's real cork. I really do. The back looks like butcher paper, but the front looks like cork, real thin slices of cork actually pressed onto that butcher paper. I think we're going to enjoy this a lot. I really do. Another paper I forgot to show you was, it came with a gingerbread suite, craft paper 6x6, which I love craft paper. A couple ribbons. This came with the Whimsy set. Frayed grosgrain ribbon in Blushing Bride. Gold shimmer ribbon. My personal favorite, which I haven't even had a chance to use yet, the black and white gingham. And what is this one? Metallic ribbon. But it looks like cherry cobbler. It's very deep color. Okay, now a few more things from Celebration. This set you can get free with a $50 order. Feels Like Home. This set you can get free with the $50 order. Texture and Frames, which I think will come in real handy. Highly compressed cork. Thanks, Anthony. And then my personal favorite, the sheep. Counting sheep. I love sheep. I love lambs. and I just think it's my fun, really whimsical set. And you can get the counting sheep stamp set for a $50 order, and for another $50 order you can get the dies with all the sheep. It cuts the sheep. It has 2 clouds, a sun, a fence, a party hat, and here's the card I made using the sheep set. I just had too much fun. I put the little clouds up here. I popped one up on dimensionals. Here's my little lamb with the party hat and a flag, and there's some of that grosgrain ribbon coming out. And one of the sentiments, "You're amazing," with the sun. Another stamp is the little grass down here. So this was my lamb, my little sheep card to show you this set, which I'll be using this a lot too. Now there's a beautiful set that I gave as a prize last night to one of my demonstrators. Let me get this back. In Celebration, it's called the Dahlia stamp set. I think it's just dahlias. I don't remember exactly, but it's you can get that free during Celebration with a $100 order, and it is beautiful. I don't remember if it's a distinctive stamp set or not, but it is gorgeous. And we had a team meeting Monday night, a Zoom team meeting, and I gave that away to one of the participants, and she was so excited. So that's what I wanted to tell you, is you can get all this stuff right now just like I have it. If you would like to join my team of sweet stampers, if you'd like to get the ultimate bundle, you get $125 of product and you only pay $99, and your shipping is free. And you can order right now in your starter kit from this new holiday mini catalog, July to December mini catalog, but I'm calling it the holiday catalog. So if you're interested in that, there's a link up above. No obligation. You can get all this stuff, and then from then on you get 20% off everything you order. And you can do that for 3 months with absolutely no obligation. And I will help you and answer your questions, and I would love to have you on my team. And I do give away free stuff to my demonstrators. I have a wonderful team. So that is our preview of the new holiday catalog. I know I'll be getting more and different stuff, but that's what I got. And I really thank you for being with me today. I hope you're as excited as I am about this new catalog. It'll go live on August 3rd, so start making your wish list. And if you want a catalog, let me know. Leave me a comment, direct message me, text me, email me, and I will get both catalogs into your hands as quick as I can. Thank you so much. I pray that you have a really great afternoon. Bye-bye.